Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Here is Zeus with another enlightening video. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic, the powerful synergy between Maya and Peppy. But that's not all. I'll also show you how adding Polaris to the mix can push the limits of this synergy to new heights. In this video, I'll break down the mechanics behind these heroes, how their skills complement each other, and the best ways to maximize their potential on the battlefield. Let's get started and discover how this unique combination can become a game changer. To begin our analysis, and understand how the synergy between Maya and Peppy works, let's first take a closer look at Peppy's key skills that form the foundation of this powerful combination. Peppy's skill, Frolic, is crucial to her damage-dealing potential. When activated, Peppy casts a beam that targets and damages the nearest enemy, stunning them for 3 seconds. The base damage of this skill is 52,690. However, what makes Frolic particularly dangerous is its synergy with Peppy's second skill, Trickster. This ability gives Frolic a chance to deal double or even quadruple damage, transforming a regular attack into a devastating blow. When Peppy's skill Trickster activates, it has the potential to greatly enhance the damage of her primary attack, Frolic. In its standard form, Frolic deals 52,690 damage to the nearest enemy. However, when Trickster triggers, it can double or even quadruple this damage. If Trickster activates for double damage, Peppy's Frolic delivers a powerful strike of 105,380 damage, which can significantly impact the battlefield. But the true potential of Peppy's damage is unleashed when Trickster activates for quadruple damage, turning the base damage of 52,690 into an enormous 210,760 damage. This dramatic increase allows Peppy to deliver game-changing blows, especially when she hits multiple enemies at once, making her a formidable force in any battle. For Peppy to maximize her damage output with Frolic, the enemies must be close together and positioned in front of her. Normally, Peppy's damage is limited to the heroes in the front line or those closest to her, which is where the challenge lies. However, when paired with certain heroes who can manipulate enemy positioning, Peppy can unleash her full potential. A classic example is her synergy with Cleaver, who uses his skill to pull backline heroes to the front, allowing Peppy to target and damage them with Frolic. Now, let's introduce Maya into this mix, and you'll see why she becomes a perfect partner for Peppy. Maya's skill, Poisonous Bonds, plays a key role in optimizing Peppy's damage potential. When Maya uses Poisonous Bonds, she summons living sprouts that entangle enemies on the far left and far right of the battlefield, pulling them towards each other and poisoning them. The poison deals 49,313 damage over time, creating additional pressure on the enemy team. The real magic happens with the positioning effect of Maya's skill. By pulling enemies closer together, Maya forces them into a tighter formation, often lining them up directly in front of Peppy. This positioning is ideal for Peppy's Frolic skill, as it allows her to hit multiple enemies simultaneously. The closer proximity of enemies maximizes the chance for Frolic to deal its double or quadruple damage through Trickster. Unlike Cleaver, who pulls backline heroes to the front, Maya's Poisonous Bonds pulls the farthest enemies toward the center, creating a straight line of enemies. This aligned formation makes it easier for Peppy to strike all of them at once with her beam attack, amplifying the damage output and increasing the likelihood of devastating critical hits. With enemies bunched together, Peppy's area of effect damage can turn the tide of battle in a single move. Additionally, this synergy isn't just about positioning. The combination of Maya's continuous poison damage and Peppy's burst damage creates a sustained pressure that wears down the enemy team quickly. Maya's Poisonous Bonds also interrupts the enemy's formation, causing confusion and making it harder for them to execute their strategies effectively. This combination can prove particularly effective against teams reliant on backline heroes for support or damage, as they are forced into the range of Peppy's attacks, making them vulnerable. By utilizing the strengths of both heroes, you can create a strategy that takes advantage of enemy positioning, combines area damage with control effects, and effectively neutralizes key threats. With Maya and Peppy working in tandem, their abilities complement each other perfectly, setting the stage for a highly effective offensive strategy that can dominate in many different battle scenarios. To further amplify Peppy's damage output, we introduce Polaris into this combination, adding a layer of control and substantial damage potential to the team. Polaris brings a unique ability that greatly enhances the synergy between Peppy and Maya, making their combined attacks even more devastating. One of Polaris's key skills is True Freeze. When Polaris's skills, such as Pulsing Comet or Glacial Fortress, explode, all affected enemies are inflicted with a True Freeze status effect for 3 seconds. This effect stuns the enemies, rendering them unable to accumulate energy or other resources during this period. But more importantly, True Freeze increases all magic damage dealt to those enemies by a staggering 140%. This makes enemies frozen by Polaris incredibly vulnerable to any incoming magic damage, setting the stage for Peppy to unleash her maximum potential. Now, consider the scenario where Maya uses her skill, Poisonous Bonds, to pull enemy heroes closer together. This alignment allows Polaris's True Freeze to affect more targets simultaneously. As a result, Peppy's Frolic skill, especially when boosted by Trickster, can deal significantly more damage. If Trickster activates for quadruple damage, which in our previous example already reaches an impressive 210,760 damage, the addition of True Freeze amplifies this by 140%, pushing the damage over 500,000. Imagine a scenario where Maya pulls multiple enemies into a tight group, and each one of them is struck with Peppy's amplified attack, dealing over 500,000 damage per hit. This combination turns Peppy into a far more dangerous force on the battlefield than when paired with Cleaver. Polaris doesn't just enhance Peppy's damage output through True Freeze, she also provides crucial support with her artifact, Guiding Star. This artifact grants a bonus to magic penetration for the entire team for 9 seconds. This magic penetration ensures that all magic-based attacks, including Peppy's, can bypass a significant portion of the enemy's magic defense, allowing them to deal even more damage. Additionally, because of her Glacial Fortress skill, Polaris gains energy quickly, enabling her to activate this artifact effect more frequently, consistently boosting the team's overall damage output. But the synergy doesn't stop there. You can further increase Peppy's damage potential by optimizing your team's setup with other supportive strategies. One method is to apply a magic attack pattern to the war flag you use in battle, which boosts all magic-based heroes, including Peppy, Maya, and Polaris. Another way to enhance Peppy's effectiveness is by using Merlin as the team's pet. Merlin's skill, Magnus Magica, strikes frontline enemies with magic damage and creates a magical distortion zone for 5 seconds. Enemies trapped in this zone take an additional 100% magic damage, effectively doubling any magic damage dealt to them during this period. The initial strike itself deals 62,150 damage, but when combined with the distortion effect, the total damage can be enormous. By layering these effects, Polaris's True Freeze and Magic Penetration bonus, Merlin's Magnus Magica, Maya's Poisonous Bonds, and Peppy's quadruple damage through Trickster, you create a scenario where Peppy's attacks become explosively powerful. Each component plays a crucial role. Maya gathers enemies together, Polaris freezes them and amplifies magic damage, and Merlin adds even more magic damage over time. With this setup, Peppy is no longer just a secondary damage dealer, but becomes a central force capable of turning the tide of any battle. This combination turns Peppy into a truly formidable adversary, whose potential for dealing massive area damage far exceeds the traditional pairing with Cleaver. By using Maya to manipulate enemy positioning, and Polaris to amplify damage further, you're setting up a highly strategic and unpredictable team composition that can dominate even the toughest opponents. As we've explored today, the synergy between Maya, Peppy, and Polaris is a game changer that can take your battle strategy to a whole new level. By cleverly combining these heroes' unique skills, you can manipulate enemy positioning, amplify magic damage, and unleash devastating attacks that can dominate any opponent. This powerful trio not only maximizes Peppy's damage output but also provides exceptional control and versatility on the battlefield. Now it's your turn to put this strategy to the test. Experiment with these heroes, try different team setups, and find the combination that works best for your playstyle. Remember, every battle is an opportunity to learn and improve. Don't be afraid to take risks, adapt, and outsmart your enemies. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content like this. Your support helps us grow and continue bringing you the best strategies and insights for hero wars. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences with this team or any variations you've tried in the comments below. Let's keep the discussion going and learn from each other, because together, we can conquer any challenge that Dominion throws at us. Stay motivated, keep strategizing, and always remember, every hero has the potential to be unstoppable. Until next time, salute and friendship.